not mind being submissive in a relationship, and in a sense where we grew up in a family where our parents were submissive, our mothers were submissive, our grandmothers were submissive to our grandfathers, and when you're growing up, you're taught to be a woman must be submissive to a man. Even when you get married, traditionally, where I'm from, because I'm from Zimbabwe, so women, when you're getting paid your lobola, they sit you down, and the first thing they tell you is you have to submit to your husband. So I also think it's a bit of a 50-50 in the sense where we are living in a world where there's internet now, people are exposed to social media, women can now work for themselves, women can now learn to protect themselves. So they feel that they do not need a man, and they feel that they do not need to be submissive to a man. So it's a bit of a 50-50 thing.
Yeah, so my question, like I asked earlier, do you think that's a good or a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because it keeps marriages intact.
Sure. You're being submissive.
Submissive to your husband.
Yeah.
Because when you're not submissive to your husband, you have this thing that you feel like, oh, I don't need him because I can look out for myself. I can be myself, because men are taught to be providers, they're taught to be protectors. So when you don't feel the need to be protected or to be provided for, then you don't need to be submissive.
Yeah, and that's what men need. I mean, me being a man, I know that if people don't need me, then I'm just like, I'm out. I'll find someone else that needs me.
Exactly.
I'll go somewhere else.
Exactly. So I do think it's a good thing that women should be submissive, and I'm 100% behind it.
You're behind it. Okay. Thank you.
So being submissive in a relationship, I do feel like there has to be some sort of a balance. Each partner has its own role to play in a relationship, and it's about understanding the other person, where they are in their life, how they're dealing with things. You've got to give and take at certain times. That's my understanding of it.
Okay. So how does it? Have you ever been in a relationship where there wasn't a healthy dynamic and you found that it just didn't work for you?
Yes.
And what was your experience like with that? Was
many a times,
yes.
Well, not many a times, but certain times where the partner is more dominant and makes you more submissive. I feel like with women, they always want to carry their independence, and sometimes that gets shut down. You get put in a certain box, and that's the life that you've got to live. But women are allowed to have their independence just like men are, but it still comes down to having a balance.
And do you feel like with the right man that you would be able to be more submissive, or you would?
Yes.
Okay.
With my partner at the moment, he's amazing.
Yes.
He is my everything, and I do feel like we've got a good balance. We understand each other. We understand when the other person's needing you to be submissive, or the other person just needs you to be there. Sometimes you set your boundaries a little bit too high, your expectations too high, but then again, you've got to know where the line is.
So, in other words, what you're saying is, in short, is that it's just knowing the right times to be submissive.
And knowing your person and getting to understand them. Don't always put yourself first. Sometimes you've got to put your partner first and put your family first. And being able to understand the situation, read the situation, read the energy of the room.
He's the man of our relationship, and he possesses obviously the leadership qualities and whatever needs to take and like run the household and lead me, and one day kids involved, and he's just the guy. I'm the female. He's the leader.
So the question is, do you think that it's necessary to be submissive in a relationship? Okay.
In any different type of way, like a woman is a queen of a household, in that type of way, you can be submissive to me.
Okay.
And it's more like roles. But all in all, he's the leader. I'm the follower, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. That's cool.
It's important to be submissive in a relationship, because the moment you agree to be with a person, it means that you are ready to be submissive to the person. And also, I believe that the man should also be submissive to me, because at the end of the day, it's not that I'm going to be ordering him around, but I just want that to be both of us submitting.
So don't you think a better word is he gives you his loyalty and not his submissivity?
Yes.
Because you like your man when he's taking charge, right? When he's doing what men do. But submissivity is more of a feminine quality. So would you still like your man if he was being more of a woman than you are? That's the question.
I wouldn't want him to be more of a woman than I am.
No, the question is, would you like him still if he was being like a woman, basically?
No, I wouldn't.
Okay. So that's the thing that I like to clarify with people, is that people think that submissivity should be both ways, but it's, in my opinion, there's a distinction. A man offers his loyalty and a woman offers her submissivity to the relationship.
Yes.
And the man's submissivity goes towards God, because God is ultimately the big man, you know?
Yes.
So we're all under him, and the woman follows the man leads her to God, in a sense.
Yes, you're right.
So you feel like that's...
Yes.
Okay. Sure. Guys, thank you for tuning into my latest video. I hope you like the content. Please remember to drop a like and also hit that subscribe button, and also drop a comment on the videos. If you disagree, or do you agree with what's being said in the videos, do you disagree or agree with my angle on these types of views, and let me know why. I'm here to broaden my mind and hopefully also help people to broaden theirs. And now, I know what some of you might be thinking, or at least it's what was going through my mind while I was making this video. Why do you only ever get people who agree with you on the videos? And a lot of the people I talk to don't actually want to be in videos. They just want to, or are just comfortable with sharing their opinion. So I speak to a lot of people that I disagree with as well. It's just that a lot of those people, or mainly those people, are not the ones that want to be on a video. For some reason. Well, I haven't found them yet. Maybe I need to look in the right places. But anyway, so I did find a lot of people, and I did speak to a lot of people that disagreed with the idea of being submissive in a relationship. Specifically women. They said, no, it's not necessary. It's not a thing that I need to be doing in a relationship. You know, I'm an independent woman, and so on and so forth. And I just came to realize that there's really this heavy connotation over the word submissive. And I thought I could just maybe share some stuff. Like, for instance, I found this really cool article, which I'd like to read some snippets of, from a woman who is who's a therapist and a relationship counselor. And I found that she had some really insightful tips into being submissive, and if it's necessary or not. She says, modern women forget the value of having the ability to be submissive. Firstly, she's not encouraging women to play dumb or be stuck in like a housewife type of role, or have no opinions. And that's also what I'm not trying to do. I'm not trying to say that being submissive means you have to be dumb or stuck in a certain role. She goes to say being submissive to a man is not about any of those things at all. I'm also not encouraging women to be submissive all the time. Neither am I. Being submissive is just another role that a woman can take up every now and again in her relationship with a high-value masculine man. So someone who has a healthy masculinity. So the question is, why do we need to be more submissive in a relationship? And what good can it bring you? So being submissive in a relationship can bring more passion, strength, and life to a healthy relationship. And this is interesting because I found another piece of information in another article which was saying that in the different types of relationships you get, so in the first type there's a more dominant figure in the relationship and a less dominant figure in the relationship. And in that type of relationship, there is more attraction and more offspring in that kind of relationship. And then there's less attraction between the two and less offspring in an equal relationship in terms of dominancy or authority. And then there is a third relationship, which I think it was the woman was more dominant, and there was even less attraction and less offspring even than the equal one. So this is just according to research. This is what I found. But yes, that being said, so the being submissive can bring you more passion, can bring you more strength and life to a healthy relationship if your submissiveness is received by a man with love and respect. So the key point here is that you don't need to do this inside an unhealthy relationship. Being submissive should be done in a healthy relationship. Or i.e. you don't do this with an abusive man or an abusive partner. So here's a positive of being submissive. Being submissive can awaken the most masculine yet tender character in a man. So being submissive for a woman it's never about admitting that you're wrong or that you're less worthy than a man. Being submissive just allows for a man to feel more like a man around you, and as a result, have that extra feeling of passion for you. Being submissive is an integral part of showing your feminine energy. That's obviously not to say that you don't have any other aspects to you. You don't have a masculine side to you. You don't have, other areas to your personality. But it's just saying that it's just, again, knowing the right time and right place to engage with the certain or the different aspects of yourself within a relationship to have a healthy functioning relationship with a healthy masculine man. So she goes on to say that our society has encouraged women to keep their guard up and wear masks instead of being comfortable in their feminine core or their feminine essence. Many of you naturally feminine women have gotten this message that now you need to hide your femininity away. Instead of being feminine, you often choose to be in control all the time. It's like an over-independent energy is, again, one of the biggest things that repels men. And it makes it harder for women to find a good boyfriend and to keep him, because no healthy masculine man wants to feel like his woman is more in control than he is. So as men, we really want to have that feeling of our woman being open to us and to let us in emotionally, mentally, sexually, and spiritually. This because it's very attractive for a man to feel the feeling of a woman gradually opening up and trusting us and our direction. Again, this is with a healthy masculine man. Anyway, so that's a little bit about what I found. I have more research that I could share with you, but this is going to be a very long video. Thank you for watching. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know how you feel about what I said. And yes, let's go from there.